guys, Nightshade here, and I'm back with another video. This video is actually a part 1 of 2 where I cover the wedding day winter mount event. Seeing as how more than likely if I were to put both videos together, it would be more than 30 minutes long, I decided to cut them up into 2 parts. So in this video, you will be seeing me review the suits, their recolors, their reflection rankings, and details such as that. In my second video, you will be seeing me pull for the event and hopefully attain completion of the complete pavilion. And as well, some of you may already know, but I do have a giveaway announcement coming very soon for all of my followers. As a special thanks for being here, for getting me to 1,000 subscribers, and to hopefully help some of you through this event. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. So let's start off with my personal favorite suit. This suit is a white wedding gown styled by our favorite bad boy, Mercury. Of course, it is of the green attribute, and it has 15 total items. The reward for completing it is 500 gems. As typical UR fashion would have it, this suit does include makeup. So here's what the artwork for the reflection looks like for the awakened version and for the original version. So if you're wondering if this reflection for Mercury is better than the Arena Mercury, or if it's better than what you currently have for the green attribute, the answer is yes. This reflection is actually still one of the best reflections that you can possibly have, even in the CN server. And that's saying a lot because you know that they've been around for at least 2 years' time. It would be bold to say that this reflection is more powerful than Hestia, and I don't want to make that leap. I don't want to say that it is. I would believe that they are more or less equal in power. If anything, it's just the skills that differ. Obviously, if you're able to max out Hestia and get her to her max call of reflection, she will be stronger because, I mean, you would need to do the same with Mercury, and that would mean spending a lot of money just to get echoes in the pavilion. Overall, though, if your wallet is not available for Hestia, this is your best bet. Like, no looking back. Whoever you have right now for green, let them go. Of course, once again, this does apply if you are a paying player or if you have saved enough gems to whale the pavilion to get several echoes. Because if not, having your Arena Mercury and eventually getting his Call of Reflection maxed out, since you can technically do that for free just by doing your daily arena attempts, that is still better than just having this as a single #1 Call of Reflection. Remember, every time that I do release my guides, these are kind of considered for endgame content and just showing you more or less how they rank, but you do have to keep in mind that this is always applying the principle of having them maxed out or close to max. I don't know about you, but I personally am obsessed with big poofy gowns. I love gowns like this. It's like just, I don't know how to explain it. It makes me think of fairy tales. It makes me think of Renaissance. I am just obsessed. And look, like Nikki poses because she's like showing off and agreeing with me. I love. Like the red gown, you can also, well, you can't really tell because of the background. Let me go ahead and switch it out to something darker so you can kind of see what I am talking about. Okay, so with this blue background, you can kind of see there's white rose petals just floating around her, and they are so pretty. Oh, I love. The veil is kind of more of like an ivory gold color as opposed to just white, and the dress itself is just kind of like an ivory cream color as opposed to a stark white. So this suit is actually just the gown itself, and it also has gloves. So it is not long sleeve as it does appear. It has gloves. If you remove the gloves, that's what it looks like. For her makeup, the lenses on this I also think are very versatile. Like, you can use them all year round. Beautiful. I don't know quite how to describe the color of them. It's like an icy blue, and it also has like bubbles floating around her eyes. Like, I am the worst at this description stuff. As far as her lips go, it makes me think like they just added a gloss. Like, obviously it's lipstick because the color does change slightly, but it only is like a sheen on the outer lip. On the inner lip, it's only like a little dab of color. Not complaining, it is still very pretty and very useful for any type of season. So now for one of my favorite parts, the awakened version of this suit is just breathtaking. Of course, why wouldn't it be? It is a black gown. I want to say it's more like a charcoal gray color as opposed to black. I love how there's blue glitter just reflecting on the gown. Yes, Nikki, thank you. Pose. Show it off, girl. Show it off. It is so stunning. I am obsessed. Obviously, once again, very biased because, you know, black is my thing, goth is my thing. If I ever were to get married, I was thinking about an ivory and black mixed. I feel like that would be stunning. But anyways, besides the point, this gown is gorgeous. Like the original version, it also has like these little teardrops of glitter falling, and they are silver. Of course, once more, they are attached to the gown itself. Once you remove the headpiece, you can see that the pearls still remain, so they actually are part of this hair. They are very subtle though, so it's not like this big noticeable difference. So I mean, to me, it is not a problem. I don't know if it would be a problem for you, but I think they are beautiful. And you can see that there's like this little black petal flower thing on her hair. I don't know why I called it a petal flower thing. It's like literally a freaking flower. I die. Oh my god, there's another flower there. Cute. You see, like, that's how not noticeable it is. Like, when you're far away, you can't even freaking tell. You just think it's pearls. I mean, I love it. I don't mind it one bit. I wanted to zoom out to show you the very bottom of the dress because I didn't do that with the white one. And honestly, look at that. It's like roses all around the gown, and like they have thorns. Oh my lord, I love this gown. I cannot wait to awaken it myself. I freaking live. But wait, there's more. Now this is what I'm talking about. This is the Idea Lab Recolored version, and might I just say, I don't know if I love this one more than the black one. It is beautiful. The bouquet as well is part of the recolor for the Idea Lab. You get it as a reward once more once you level up to a specific level. Oh my god. I can never get enough of like looking at the glitter on these suits. The appliques on this, the petals falling, it's just so stunning. I live. Okay, so for the next set in our hell event, we do have Crimson Phoenix. This suit is of the gold attribute, and it is designed by Shin Yi, our favorite pretty boy slash bad boy. Alike Mercury suit, we do have a 500 gem reward for completion. And as well, the same thing does apply. If you end up pulling set number of times, you will get set rewards, as seen with our previous Sither River Hell event. This set does include a makeup as well, but of course, we'll see more of that later. For Shin Yi's reflection ranking, he is pretty much the same as Mercury. As we did see with Mercury, Shin Yi is also still pretty high up, even in the CN server. He's currently ranked at number 2, followed by Lowen. That's not to say that he is stronger than Lowen. I would want to say once more that Lowen and him go pretty much hand in hand together, like they are one and the same, and their scoring will be leveled. But once again, take into consideration that Lowen is actually part of permanent pavilions and is also always included whenever regular pavilions come about. So the chances of you possibly eventually maxing his call of reflection out are a lot greater than you actually getting all the echoes necessary to max out Xinyi's call of reflection. So definitely do not drop what you currently have unless it is along the lower tier of this ranking list. So let's go ahead and take a look at the red wedding suit. This suit is absolutely gorgeous. You can see the animation that she has. She has this paper, it disintegrates, and the roses fall into her hands. Beautiful. You can see that there's these sort of like red flower things falling, floating. Basically kind of symbolizing red rose petals. You know, blushing brides when they get married, there's often like rose petals thrown about to like show the wave of the bride, more or less, something along those lines. So as we previously mentioned, this suit does have 15 items. It is not just one full gown, it is actually a coat, a top, and a bottom. We'll go ahead and take a look at what the actual suit itself looks like without the coat. Personally, it is my absolute favorite without the coat. Like, look at that. You can just see a whole different perspective without that coat. It's beautiful. It is stunning. And you can appreciate the finer details without the coat as well. Like the embroidery on the actual sleeves, the pearls, like you can tell how much attention to detail went into this. I will forever be blown away by just how much this game manages to capture these stunning works of art, honestly. Anyways, moving on. So for the top itself, let's go ahead. Nikki's indecent. Okay, putting on something else just so we can see what that looks like. You see, I'm not even mad at that random switch to the blue top either. I dig it. I like how it looks. I feel like this red skirt can be worn with anything at any time as well. That's just me. And that's saying a lot because normally I am not a huge fan of traditional Chinese outfits. It's just not my personal style, but this is beautiful. Beautiful beyond words. So let's move on to the skirt. Placing a different bottom with the top. For me, also, I think it works. But then again, that might be because you can kind of get away with a lot of things when you're wearing the color red. Like red and black just go paired so well together. Let's try to pair it with something else. I mean, I'm also still not really mad at that. I dig it. And for those of you wondering, do the veil and the head accessory separate? Can I wear either or? Well, actually, yes you can. So this is what she looks like without the veil and the headpiece. Absolutely love. I am obsessed with the hairstyle. I love how she looks without it, but also love how she looks with it. But the veil is separate, and that's what she looks like with just the veil. And the headpiece itself is separate too. So if you would want to mix and match or style with other outfits, you totally could. And as well, I could get a lot of use out of this veil. It doesn't just have to be specifically used for a wedding outfit. So let's go ahead and talk makeup. This is one of the details that I really wanted to focus on because I am obsessed with every aspect of this makeup. Starting off with the lenses, they look like a purple, brownish yellow, and in the middle of her pupil, it seems like there's stars just flashing before her eyes. I think that is gorgeous, such attention to detail because obviously it's the best day of her life. She's getting married, so she is over the moon. Marvelous, absolutely marvelous. As for the lips are kind of like this rosy mauve color, a purple undertone. Well, blue undertone would technically be the correct tone. So very beautiful. I can see everyone using this makeup all year round. Like, it is so versatile. And lastly, let's go ahead and go with the foundation. So for the foundation, if you're wondering, the Huadian, I think that's how it's pronounced. Huadian is Huadian, if I am not mistaken, but that is the mark in the middle of her forehead. It is a traditional Chinese symbol often used in weddings. So that actually is all in one. It does go together with the foundation. If you notice, once I click on it, it does get removed. The actual makeup itself is kind of like this reddish eyeshadow with a brown and red liner cat eye. It's very, very beautiful. So unfortunately, as far as the awakened version goes, we do not have all the suit pieces needed in order to show you what it fully looks like in free dressing. But you can see through her coat at the very bottom that the skirt does kind of get inverted, whereas instead of being mainly focused on red, the skirt will now actually be green with subtle hints of red detailing. Same thing for the shirt. The shirt will be green at the top, and then the bottom portions will be red. The veil sort of remains the same, and the hair does change color. It is now a brown tone. Now, the great thing about this suit is that it also has an Ideal Lab Recolor, and it is glorious if I do say so myself. I'm not too sure which one I love the most, but I am absolutely blown away by the glitter on this one and like the rosy pinkish hues. Definitely total definition of a blushing bride. This set is, well, it's not fully a set because we are using all the other items of the previous original suit. The only thing that is different is the coat, the top, and the bottom. The top and the bottom are items that you will be gaining through the Ideal Lab, and the coat is your reward for leveling up to a specific tier. This is what the suit looks like without the coat, and it is so pretty. I feel, if anything, the gold on this, the way it reflects, like it just makes it look like this dress is a metallic color. Like it has a metallic sheen to it. It is so stunning. So one last thing before I go, I did want to share what the background for this event looks like, the stickers that you will get, and as well the poses for these suits. So starting off with the stickers, we have a teddy bear, a flower bouquet, and some champagne. All of these can be enlarged basically to fit your whole freaking screen. That is crazy. As you can see, I can see a lot of awesome creations being made with these. So this is what the background looks like. It's literally just a wedding aisle. Like she's walking down the aisle. You have all the different flowers. You have the altar itself. There's a beautiful lit sky with doves flying above and the rays of light shining down. There's balloons floating about. Everything is so beautiful. Oh my God. And now we'll take a look at the poses. There are 2 different poses for each of the sets. So for Crimson Phoenix, we do have this pose, which is one of the motion poses. And we as well have this, which once more is a motion pose. For Mercury suit, we do have this pose, motion as well, and this pose as well. They are so cute. I love them. I'm pretty sure that there is an additional pose, and it might be a static pose, but I don't quite recall. Don't quote me on that. I could probably be mistaken, more than likely mistaken. But I'm going based upon what I remember and what we have available. Well, there you have it, guys. That's it for today's video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, I am super excited for this event. I cannot explain just how excited I am. I am obsessed with the biggest, poofiest dresses ever. But that's just me, of course. I do want to go ahead and say that I know that this event is something that unfortunately not many people will be able to get due to the pacing of the event speed. So I do know that unfortunately there is a lot of controversy surrounding this event, but I would definitely still like to hear your thoughts and opinions down below. Are you going to actually try to attempt to get the suits? Will you be getting both? Will you be getting one? Will you be skipping the event entirely? Let me know down below. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!